What's up, guys? So a few weeks ago, I shared some clips with you from a seminar we had with Sifu Chris Kent, my instructor, back in 2018. Now, I want to share another set of clips with you today that's from a seminar we had this last year. Now, I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to share because, dang, there are some really good clips, but I picked out three that I really liked. This first one has an interesting drill for learning to get your hip over in your sidekick. He also shares an important mindset towards training that I think every beginner should hear.
To get your hip turned over, we used to do this exercise. You don't do this when you have a school and new people are coming in to check out the class. And you hold the shield like a sidekick. And it's about getting your hip into the kick. It's about getting your whole body turned over. So you go to a bipod position like that, and you go, and you hit it with your right butt muscle, your right cheek. Like it. So you see why I said, like, you don't do it if you have new people coming in. Well, let's go check out. Like this. Like, okay, well, we're out of here. Yeah. The whole point was, get the feel of how you get this entire body behind it. That's the way I was raised by Dan was, like I said, because he was a coach. Get the feeling of the kick. Get the feeling of it. That was a drill we do. We do it on the heavy back. Just get the feel. You're trying to teach you got an 8-year-old kid, you're trying to teach him how to play soccer, right? Or the proper name for it, football, right? Yes. You put, so you go, Tommy, put the football down. Now, I want you to take 3 steps back. 1, 2, 3. I want you to run forward 3 steps. 1, 2. I want you to put your left foot 18 inches to the left of the ball. I want you to pull your lower right leg back. I want you to snap your right leg. I want you to hit the ball with the outside edge of your foot. I want you to snap your hips. Boom. Tommy goes. Goes, What do? You put the ball down there and you say, kick it. Okay, good. Kick it. Good. Okay, try this. Kick it. It's the same approach you take on this. It is a training process. You move from the general to the specific. You start with the specific, make sure that hip's at a 73-degree angle, make sure that back foot's no. Get the feel. That's why you can get the feel for it. And then I will refine it.
I hope you enjoyed that clip. This next clip is on a kick we call our snapping round kick, or in Savate they refer to as a fouetté. And it is a great complementary kick to the more Thai style round kick.
Okay, so like I said, there's a reason for this. Reason action. So this is the next drill. The opponent is there. Stand. They bring their gloves up and they put them like that. Turn this so we can see. They put their gloves like that. And what you do is you're here. See? And when you go off, your toe has to go right between the gloves, the hip. So if I was working it here, they go like that, bam, and they pop that shot right back. And you'll miss and you'll find. But that's the whole idea, is so that, boom, guy's there, bang, bang, bang. I can move out here, and the toe of that foot, whop, can go right, look at that gap, right? That's the one that they hit me with, from there. The other point behind this and the retraction, we're not going to worry about that right now, is when I come out and I hit here, oh yeah. That's why they flow it that way. See? In the same way, you go out here and you go bang, that retraction, whop, that hits back there. So like I said, this is what the ability to box with your feet as well as bang with your feet. Right? Barefoot? No. I think I'm going to, especially going in there, right? Okay? No. But I got shoes on? Yeah. So like I said, if I have the choice, and or I can choose. Maybe I bang first, right? Or maybe I go whop, whop first, boom, and then I finish off with banging them. But if I can do both, I'll get there. So what you got to do now is you got to put your gloves, I want to think they're touching like that, okay? You stand square like that. And your opponent is going to move up. You don't have to go too far. But you got to get that straight body alignment. And don't even rush it. try and get that foot to go in and touch the solar plex right there. Got it? It'll be difficult, fine. It's just play. Okay, let's go.
I hope you enjoyed that clip. Bruce Lee referred to his art as bare knuckle fencing. And if you spar me, you might notice that my guard tends to be a little lower and I use a lot of in and out movement. In this next clip, Sifu Chris explains the principles behind this approach to striking.
Bruce developed an incredible ability to cover distance very, very quickly. Bang. Because his idea was, which came synthesized from Western fencing, is they have to stay outside, you know, where just the tips of their blades are just outside the tips of each other's blade. It's not inside because it's too close. By staying outside of the opponent's weapons, and like Muhammad Ali, who I said told somebody is my hero, the one person I met in my entire life who was like, wow, right? How he would be at that, as his range, he would always have his hands here. He didn't learn to box that way. You look at Ali as a kid, man, he's typical. But what he's like is, well, if I'm outside of the guy's range, I don't need to keep my hands up. You know, my shoulders are tired or whatever. There's another reason why he chose it too, is that if your hands are in a normal boxing position, unless it's set up, if you want to fire a hook, unless they're over there, there has to be some kind of action in your arm or an uppercut. But from here, you could flash in uppercuts, you could flash in hooks without any preset stuff. So Bruce goes, "Ooh, that's a good idea." Again, so maybe my hand can be down there, right? So he developed this incredible ability to bridge distance. And Bob Bremer, one of my JKD seniors, was black belt in Kempo, 37 when I started. Here's Bruce, whatever. And Bruce goes, all right, here's Bob. Bruce goes, feel safe? Bremer goes, hell no. That's what I told him. Bruce goes, oh, I got it. Okay, one, or I just say, he goes, really? 1, 2, 3. He goes, do you feel safe? And Bremer goes, I'm a black belt in Kempo. I'm in good shape. I go, yeah, I'm okay. Bruce goes, all right. He goes, boom. He goes, I'm gonna hit you on the forehead. Bremer's like, goes like this. Goes, I'm ready. Fuck! This hand, pop, goes, pats me right on the top of the forehead. You know, and Bruce sees me and he goes, oh, I get it. I get it, Bob. You weren't ready. Okay, let's do it again. Goes out again. Boom. He goes, okay. He goes, oh, he's watching there, right there. And then, fuck! Bam! God damn, you know? Well, you're so much faster than me. So, no, there's two things in this thing. It's not that I'm so fast. One, I watch you, and for a split second, your mind goes somewhere else. And I know when that is, and that's when I go in. And two, I develop this ability to close this. Now, it is not about training to be out here. That's why I'm trying to share this guy. Because guys are like, ooh, it's not about training to do this. The development of this was to say, okay, if I'm this far away from you, and you can't stop me from touching you, how the hell do you think you're going to stop me when I'm here? So he developed, you know, and so I go back to, you want to do it? Do it. When you're in your guard position, your legs are like springs. That back leg is like a spring that is already, it's under tension, it's compressed. And like we said, that's why I had you do all this stuff. And when this fires, wah, that leg, it doesn't merely straighten. You are like a sprinter coming out of the blocks when you go into that position, right? Boom. And this one's coming through, right? Pushing. And that baby is, wah! That's what I want you to understand.
Awesome. I hope you enjoyed those clips, and I hope that you'll be able to use some of what you learned in your own training to get better. And if you ever get a chance to train with Sifu Chris Kent, it's really an experience worth having. And if we're having a seminar here, we usually have them down in April or May. Love to have you down here in Austin, Texas to join us for the next one. Awesome, guys. Bye. If you've got a punching bag collecting dust, I want to help you turn it into your go-to tool for sculpting your body, sharpening your mind, and building some real skills. I'm Coach Forrest, owner of Fighting Fit Kickboxing and an instructor in Jeet Kune, the martial art created by the legendary Bruce Lee and is often called the original mixed martial art. The heavy bag is one of the best training tools there is, but most people get bored or don't know what they're doing, so they give up. That's why I created this free Jeet Kune Kickboxing Starter Kit. Inside, you'll get a 30-minute tutorial teaching you your stance, your punches and kicks, and your footwork. You'll also get over 20 follow-along heavy bag workouts where I train right beside you. And you'll get our 21-day Fit Warrior Challenge designed to keep you accountable, track your progress, and even dial in your nutrition. I built this for our members during the pandemic, and now I want to share it with you. Let's build your body, sharpen your skills, and have some fun along the way. Click the link and let's get started.